This council is over. This is treason! Back away right now!
Right now, in bases across the USA and the UK, people are talking about first contact plans. Nobody tells you what humanity would really do if aliens tried to trick us. But the truth behind this will shock you. This is the story of a peace summit that was never real. Alien leaders smiled at human diplomats. They shook hands. They promised safety. But it was a trap. Here are 3 things you are about to learn. First, why the aliens truly believed humans were too weak to fight back. Second, the hidden weapon Earth built in total secret, one that no alien scanner could ever find. Third, the exact moment Earth shut down every jump gate in the galaxy, trapping enemy fleets in the dark, far from home. This is not a simple war story. This is a story about patience, about hiding pain behind calm words, about letting your enemy think they have already won. Humanity waited. Humanity smiled back. And when the trap finally closed, it was not the aliens who set it. Let me show you exactly how this happened. The Peace Summit took place on a station called Meridian Point. It floated between 3 systems, in neutral space. Delegates from the Alien Council arrived first. Their ships were huge, sleek, and silver. They looked calm and proud. Earth's delegation arrived later, in smaller ships. To the Council, this looked weak. It looked like fear. But it was not fear. It was planning. For 10 years, Earth had been losing small border fights. Colonies were pushed back. Trade routes were cut off. The Council believed humans were tired, poor, and desperate for peace. That belief was the key to everything that happened next. Inside the station, the meeting room was round, with a glass ceiling showing the stars. Alien leaders sat on one side. Human diplomats sat on the other. A translator device sat between them, humming softly. The council's leader was called High Speaker Torvin. He had pale gray skin and calm yellow eyes. He spoke slowly, like every word was a gift. Humanity has fought bravely, Torvin said. But this war has no future for your people. We offer peace. We offer safety for your worlds. The human speaker was a woman named Elena Voss. She led Earth's diplomatic council. She listened. She nodded. She looked tired, just like they expected. We want peace too, Elena said. Our people have suffered enough. Torvin smiled. It was a small, careful smile. To him, this sounded like surrender in soft words. But Elena was not tired. She was acting. Every word she said had been planned weeks before, back on Earth, in a quiet room with military leaders and scientists. Because Earth already knew something the Council did not. The peace talks were not real. They were a distraction. Scouts had picked up strange signals near the border months earlier. Alien warships were gathering, far from Meridian Point, hidden behind a moon in a quiet system. This was not a peace mission. This was a trap to keep Earth leaders busy, while an invasion force prepared to strike Earth's home systems. Humanity's scientists had found this fleet using a new kind of sensor, one built from captured alien technology combined with human ideas. It was small, quiet, and almost impossible to detect. Nobody outside, tiny circle of scientists and generals knew it existed. So while Torvin spoke about peace, Earth was already preparing a response. Every polite word from Elena was a signal to buy time. Every soft smile from Torvin was, In truth, countdown to war. The meeting continued for hours. Documents were signed. Toasts were made. Cameras from many worlds recorded the moment, calling it historic. News feeds across the galaxy showed images of human and alien leaders shaking hands. But far away, in Earth's Deep Space Command Center, a general named Marcus Reyes watched a different kind of screen. It showed moving dots, representing alien ships, gathering near a hidden jump gate. "They're getting ready," Reyes said quietly. "The moment they think we've signed away our defenses, they'll strike." Beside him stood Dr. Amara Chen, the scientist who led Earth's secret project. She had spent 5 years building something the Council never expected. It was not a bigger gun. It was not a stronger shield. It was a way to control the very roads aliens used to travel through space. The jump gates. "They think the gates are theirs," Amara said. "They forget who built half of them." This was true. After years of studying old alien ruins found on a frozen moon, human engineers discovered forgotten code buried deep inside ancient gate systems. It was old, broken, and half forgotten by the Council itself. But Earth scientists slowly rebuilt it, piece by piece, in complete secrecy. If it worked, Earth could turn off gates from anywhere, at any time. No warning. No warning shot. Just silence. And then, nothing but stopped ships floating in empty space. But it had never been tested on a large scale. If it failed during a real crisis, thousands of human soldiers could be left stranded too. This was the true risk Earth carried into the peace talks. Not weakness. Not fear. A secret gamble that could either save humanity or doom it. As Elena Voss shook hands with High Speaker Torvin under bright lights, none of the reporters knew this truth. To the galaxy, it looked like the war was ending in peace. In reality, it was the calm before something no alien race had ever seen coming. 3 days after the signing ceremony, everything changed. At exactly 0300 hours, Earth time, alien warships jumped into human space near a colony called New Kestrel. This colony had almost no defenses. It was small, mostly farmers and engineers. The Council had chosen it because it looked weak and unimportant. But it was not undefended by accident. Earth's command had allowed New Kestrel to look weak on purpose. Real defense ships were hidden nearby, disguised as cargo vessels, waiting. The alien fleet was led by Commander Threx, a proud and confident officer. He believed the peace treaty was simply a way to slow humans down while the invasion prepared. To him, breaking the treaty early was smart, not dishonest. Aliens did not see peace talks the same way humans did. To the Council, promises were tools, not sacred vows. Threx's ship surrounded New Kestrel's small orbital station. He sent one message to the colony leader. "Surrender your station. Resistance is meaningless." The colony leader, a calm woman named Director Osai, did not panic. She had been briefed weeks earlier by Earth's high command. She knew this attack might come. She simply replied, "We surrender the station peacefully." To Threx, this was proof that humans truly were weak. He ordered his troops to land and take control. But as alien shuttles approached, something strange happened. The jump gate near New Kestrel, the one Threx's fleet used to arrive, flickered with a strange blue light. Threx frowned. "Report status of the gate." His officer checked the systems. "Sir, the gate just changed its signal pattern. It doesn't match anything in our records. At the same moment, thousands of light years away on Earth, Dr. Amara Chin watched her monitors glow green. "It's responding," she whispered. "The code is working." This was the first real test of Earth's secret gate control system. It did not destroy the gate. It did not attack the ships. It simply locked the gate's exit pattern, trapping any ship that tried to jump back through it in a loop, unable to leave the system. Threx's fleet did not know this yet. They believed they still had a clear path home. Back on New Kestrel, Director Osai's surrender was not real either. As alien shuttles landed, human defense teams, hidden in disguised buildings, activated shield generators around key areas. Alien troops found themselves boxed in, confused, unable to move deeper into the colony. It was not a huge battle. It was a careful trap, designed to confuse and delay, not destroy. Threx grew angry. This is not surrender. This is deception. He ordered his fleet to retreat and regroup. But when his ships tried to jump back through the gate, nothing happened. The gate stayed dark, silent, refusing every command. "Why isn't it opening?" Threx shouted. His engineers had no answer. They had never seen a gate behave this way. In all Council history, jump gates always worked perfectly, controlled by ancient systems nobody questioned anymore. Now, for the first time in centuries, an alien fleet was stuck in enemy territory with no way home. News of this strange gate failure reached the Council's capital within hours. High Speaker Torvin was furious and confused. He believed this must be some unknown malfunction, not a human trick. After all, in his mind, humans were far too weak and too far behind in technology to control ancient gate systems. He was wrong, and he was about to learn how wrong. At the same time, Earth's public still believed the peace treaty was holding. News channels across the USA and UK showed calm reports about ongoing peaceful cooperation with the Council. Nobody outside a small circle of leaders knew that a secret battle for control of the galaxy's gate network had already begun. Back at Earth's command center, General Marcus Reyes stood in front of a huge glowing map of known space. Dozens of gates blinked across the display, some green, some yellow, some still gray and unknown. "How many gates can we control right now?" Reyes asked. Dr. Amara Chin checked her tablet carefully. 12 confirmed. Maybe 20 more if the pattern holds steady. 12 gates might not sound like much, but those 12 gates connected almost every major path the Council's fleet used to travel near human space. If Earth could lock them all at once, it would cut off entire alien battle groups from retreating or receiving backup. This was the true purpose of the peace talks. It was never about ending the war peacefully. It was about buying enough time for Earth scientists to finish mapping and testing this hidden gate network before the Council realized what was happening. Elena Voss, still on Meridian Point, received a private, encrypted message from Reyes. It reads simply, "Phase 1 successful. Continue diplomatic cover as planned." She kept her calm face during formal council meetings, discussing future cooperation with Torvin, while secretly guiding Earth's next steps through hidden messages. Meanwhile, Commander Threx's trapped fleet grew desperate. Supplies were limited. Soldiers grew nervous. Threx tried different codes, different signals, even brute force attempts to force the gate open. Nothing worked. He finally sent a message back to the Council capital. "We are trapped. The gate will not respond. Send help immediately. The council sent a second fleet to investigate, led by an experienced officer named Vesa Korin. She was smarter and more careful than Threx. When her ships arrived near the new Kestrel system, she ordered her fleet to stop at a safe distance rather than jump in blindly. Something is wrong here, Vesa said. This is not simple bad luck. She sent scout drones ahead first. The drones reported strange energy patterns around the gate, patterns that resembled old, forgotten council technology, technology from before recorded history, technology many believed lost forever. Vesser realized the truth before anyone else in the council did. Someone has learned to control the ancient gates, she said quietly to her officers. And I do not think it was one of us. This idea terrified her. If humans, a species the council saw as primitive, had truly cracked ancient gate technology, everything they believed about their own superiority was wrong. Instead of attacking blindly, Vesa made a bold decision. She sent a private message not to Torvin, but directly to Elena Voss on Meridian Point, using an old diplomatic channel. I believe your people are behind the gate failures, Vesa wrote. I do not wish for more soldiers to die confused and trapped. Can we speak honestly? Elena read the message carefully. This was a risk. If she admitted anything, the peace talks could collapse instantly, giving the Council's main fleet reason to launch a full invasion before Earth was ready. But she also saw an opportunity. Not every alien officer thought the same way. Some, like Vesa, valued truth over blind pride. Elena replied carefully. I cannot confirm anything officially, but I can tell you this. Humanity does not want endless war. We want to be treated as equals, not as pets to be managed. Vesa read this message twice. She had fought humans in battle before. She knew how clever and resourceful they were, even with weaker weapons. Maybe, she thought, this was not weakness at all. Maybe humanity had simply been hiding its true strength the entire time. She made a private decision that would soon change everything. She would not attack New Kestrel's trapped fleet position yet. Instead, she would wait, watch, and try to understand what humanity was really planning. While Vesa waited quietly, tension grew across the wider Council fleet. Rumors spread among alien soldiers that gates were failing randomly. Some crews refused to jump through unfamiliar gates, afraid of becoming trapped like Threx's fleet. This fear spread faster than any weapon could. An enemy that could quietly control your own travel network was more frightening than any warship. Back on Earth, world leaders were finally told the full truth in a secret emergency meeting. Presidents, prime ministers, and military chiefs from the USA, UK, and other allied nations gathered in an underground command bunker. General Reyes explained everything calmly. The peace talks were never about surrender. They were cover. Our scientists have found a way to control ancient jump gate technology. We use the talks to buy time to test it safely, away from full-scale war. A UK defense minister asked nervously, and if it fails completely? If they realize what we've done? Reyes did not hide the danger. Then we may face the full weight of Council forces sooner than planned. But if we do nothing, that invasion happens anyway, just without any advantage on our side. The leaders debated for hours. In the end, they agreed to trust Earth's science and military teams to continue the plan carefully, expanding gate control while still pretending the peace treaty was intact. Meanwhile, Dr. Amara Chin worked almost without sleep. expanding the list of controlled gates from 12 to over 30. Each new gate meant more of the Council's fleet paths could be locked down instantly if full war began again. At Meridian Point, High Speaker Torvin grew suspicious. Reports of trapped ships and strange gate behavior kept arriving from multiple systems. He confronted Elena Voss directly during a private meeting. "Your people know something about these gate failures," Torvin said coldly. "Do not insult me with more soft words." Elena chose her words very carefully. "We have also lost ships to unexplained gate issues," she said. This was partly true. A few of Earth's smaller scout ships had also been affected early in testing, before full control was achieved. She simply did not mention that Earth had caused the problem in the first place. Torvin studied her face for a long moment. Humans, he knew, were skilled at hiding emotions behind calm expressions. He could not tell if she was lying. "If I discover you are responsible," Torvin warned, "this treaty ends immediately, and we will bring the full might of the Council against your homeworld." Elena nodded slowly. "If that is what you believe is right, you must do what you believe is right." It was a careful non answer, giving nothing away, but showing no fear either. After Torvin left the room, Elena allowed herself one slow breath. She knew time was running out. Soon, the truth would be impossible to hide completely. At the same time, Vesa Korin made her boldest decision yet. Instead of reporting her suspicions fully to Council Command, she quietly requested a private meeting with Elena Voss, away from official channels, away from Torvin's watchful eyes. They agreed to meet on a small, neutral trading station, far from Meridian Point, using false identities to avoid detection. The trading station was noisy and crowded, filled with traders from a dozen different species. Elena wore simple clothing, blending into the crowd. Vesa arrived without her usual uniform, wearing a plain gray cloak. They sat at a quiet corner table, speaking softly. "I know your people caused the gate failures," Vesa said directly. "I am not here to threaten you. I am here because I believe there is another way besides endless war." Elena studied her carefully. Why would a council officer help humanity? Vesa's expression was tired, not proud. "I have fought many battles. I have seen many good soldiers die for pride, not necessity. If humanity truly can control ancient gates, then continued war benefits no one. Not your people. Not mine." Elena finally decided to trust her, at least partly. "You're right. We can control gates. Not all of them yet, but enough to cause serious damage if this becomes full war again." Vesa nodded slowly, as if confirming something she already suspected. "Then let me help guide this toward peace. Real peace, not another trick." Together, they crafted a careful plan. Vesa would return to council leadership, with evidence suggesting the gate failures were caused by unstable ancient technology, reacting unpredictably to old council war machines, not by human interference. This would buy more time without exposing Earth's true capability. Meanwhile, Elena would push for expanded, more permanent peace talks, using this newly gained time to strengthen trust between honest officers on both sides who wanted real peace, not just strategic pauses. Weeks passed. Slowly, quietly, more moderate council leaders, inspired partly by Vesa's private reports, began questioning Torvin's aggressive approach. Meanwhile, Earth continued expanding its gate control network, now covering nearly half of all major paths connecting human and council space. Eventually, Commander Threx's trapped fleet was finally released, not by force, but through a new formal agreement negotiated between moderate council officers and Earth's diplomats. This agreement created new rules. Any full military action near shared border gates required advance formal notice, verified by neutral observers from both sides. It was not perfect peace. Deep distrust remained, but it was real progress, born not from surrender, and not from all-out war, but from careful patience, secret strength, and a few brave individuals from both sides willing to choose truth over blind pride. High Speaker Torvin never fully learned the entire truth about Earth's gate control abilities. He suspected it, but without solid proof. He could not convince the wider council to break the fragile peace completely. Humanity, meanwhile, quietly became known across neutral trade networks as a species that could not be easily trapped, tricked, or underestimated again. Here is the twist almost nobody saw coming. Earth never truly won the war in one dramatic battle. There was no giant explosion, no final glorious victory speech. The real victory was quieter and far more powerful. Humanity won by being patient, by pretending to be weak while secretly growing strong, by turning ancient alien technology the Council itself had forgotten, into humanity's greatest hidden advantage. And the peace that followed was not just about weapons or gates. It grew from unlikely trust between two individuals, Elena Voss and Vesa Korin, who chose honesty over blind loyalty to old, dangerous pride. This story reminds us that real strength is not always loud. Sometimes, the quietest, calmest people in the room are hiding the most powerful secrets. Sometimes, peace talks are not the end of a story. Sometimes, they are just the beginning of something far bigger. If this opened your eyes, let's recap what really happened here. The peace talks were never simple surrender talks. They were clever cover for a secret plan. Earth secretly learned to control ancient jump gates, turning old forgotten alien technology into a powerful hidden weapon. And in the end, real peace came not from fear or force, but from a few brave people choosing honesty over pride. If this story kept you hooked until the very end, please hit that like button right now. It truly helps this channel grow, and it helps more people discover incredible HFY stories just like this one. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week, we're diving into another incredible tale where humanity faces impossible odds and finds a way to rise anyway. I'd love to know what you think. In the comments below, tell me this. If you were Elena Voss, would you have trusted Vesa Korin so quickly? Or would you have waited longer? Let's talk about it below. Thank you for watching until the very end. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next story.